I listen to Debatable Decisions.
We listen to Debatable Decisions.
This is half the hustler, and you're now rocking with Debatable Decisions.
I listen to Debatable Decisions.
I get that bad, they gon' hate on me. They get that bad, they gon' change on me. Kyrie with the team, they gon' trade on me. Curry in the wing, they gon' fade on me.
It's about that time.
Facts.
I have someone that I consider a friend, a brother, a genius. I've watched this man grow. I've watched this man bump his head, get back up on his feet, and keep moving. I watched this man quit and say, forget it, I don't want it. And then I watched this man soar to heights that I knew he could get to.
Facts.
I don't even know if he can get there. But Harrisburg's own platinum producer.
Soon
best,
to be
the best. No, he has a plat.
No, nope. That's not what.
But listen,
he knows what I mean.
I'm gonna say one thing to you though. He's the best rapper when it comes to the subject of food. No one can do it like Agony. No one. Let's see if we can get him to spit a 16 about some
Ooh.
Cheerios or
Oh,
something.
you trying to put me on the spot, though?
He's in the building.
Mr. Agony.
What's
Dennis
good, brother?
Dennis.
Appreciate that introduction, man.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. How you fellas doing, man?
I can't complain.
I'm good. I would have been a whole lot better if he would have included soon to be Grammy Award winner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had a
a
little confusion earlier because on the joint it said Grammy Award winning. I'm like, nah, not yet, but it's coming. We're speaking into fruition. You know what I mean?
got you.
all day.
I believe
Yeah.
it, brother. What's up, man?
What's good with you, bro?
Ain't nothing. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, same, fam.
Yeah. How's the
Yeah,
feeling?
niggas got me up on the joint, man. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all got me out my element. I like it.
Now we appreciate you getting yourself out of the element. That's what we have to do. You know what I mean? In order to keep striving, keep knocking down barriers, we have to continue to step out of our boundaries. So DJs, get out of your inspiring DJs, come out of your artists. I'm playing. I had to tie it real quick.
Ag,
What's good, bro?
we're here at Debatable Decisions, right?
Yeah.
And the concept was basically me sitting down, thinking, frustrated, depressed, upset, happy,
Mm-hmm.
all those different emotions. What can I
Right.
do? I've been told to do a podcast for years.
Right.
Mainly because of my voice and the fact that I love to speak. But I didn't want to do get on here and what's the tea type of situation.
Mhm.
I wanted to speak to where my words or our words are powerful to bring different
Right.
experiences. So I started reflecting on my life and how many dumb ass decisions I made. Some of them I swore were good decisions.
He still makes them.
Right.
We all do. We all do. But it's like when you get to that fork in the road,
Mm-hmm.
it's an art to know how to make a good decision.
Facts.
That's
Oh,
not
for
just
sure.
something that all of us are born with. I've watched you grind. I've watched you grind. Can you let us know where it all started?
As far as like music production and just
Oh,
the whole
like
music scene for me.
Dennis Jenkins. How did it start? Where did it start?
I mean, I've always had a love for music. Back in grade school, I used to play trumpet, and I mean, I quickly learned it. I wasn't able to. I remember my teacher. I wasn't able to tell him what the notes were, but I was able to play them. So like, I could read the notes, but I couldn't really tell you what they were. And
Okay.
my teacher really took a liking to me, and before I knew it, I was doing solos and all that stuff. So I was pretty good at the trumpet. Then I got bored with it. I was rapping in like fifth, sixth grade. Then it got to a point where I was tired of getting instrumentals from Conrad and them up at Music Man, and I was like, I'm gonna start making my own beats. So I started to learn how to make beats under my man Jim Beans, and sold my first beat to P Thug. Shout out P Thug, my man Preston Dent. And
Post up.
from there it was like, damn, yeah, I was like, damn, I could make money from doing this. Okay, cool.
Word.
And from there it was just on and popping, man.
Was
That's
your
my
first
start.
beat? Was your first beat hot?
In my eyes it was, in Pete Thug's eyes it was. I I don't. If I go back and listen to it, I don't know how hot it'll be today, but
For
I
that
think it was
time, for
pretty
that
hot
era.
back then. Yeah,
I
for
got
sure.
you. I
For
got
sure.
you.
You know what's real crazy before you
I'm listening.
go in more? I could have sworn Agony was getting ready to say he was getting beats from Conrad. Like I was about to say, when? How did I miss
Yeah,
Conrad?
nah.
Producer?
We
But nah,
we
you
used to
tied
buy
it to music then. Right.
the instrumental mixtapes and all that, man. When I was
Right.
rapping, because I came up rapping before I was making beats. So it just got to a point where I was tired of rapping over other people's beats, and I was like, man, I want my own beats. Well, I'm gonna get my own beats. I'm gonna have to learn how to make them. You know, man.
Was the first rap hot?
Nah.
So this is why we know he's a music producer, not a rapper.
I respect your
Right,
honesty.
right.
I tell you one thing though.
Nah.
You and Cuban put a dope CD together. I sold the
Appreciate
shit
that.
out of
Yeah,
that
nah,
CD.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. And man, we appreciate you, bro. Like for real, that was like the start of something, man. Because
The
obviously we did
mall
the NRL
campaign.
thing first. What's that?
Oh, campaign. That's crazy.
No, I didn't mean to cut
Man,
you off, but
super
we was
crazy.
doing the mall. We was doing the mall campaigns with that Cuban and Agony
Second.
CD.
Yeah,
Whew.
that was before the internet, bro.
Yeah.
That was before the
No.
internet. That was when you didn't. The only way to market yourself was to get out there, show your face, and talk to the people, shake hands, kiss babies, and all that good stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good politician.
Yeah, for real.
And I used
It
to
was
get
all
mad because
politics
Agony
back then,
didn't.
bro.
I used to get mad at Agony because he didn't want to come outside back then.
Man, I still don't want to come outside.
I
I'm in
might
it.
get Agony, man, like once every 3 years outside.
That's crazy.
That's how much he don't like coming outside.
But listen,
Yeah, bro.
I told him because we used to get the kiosks, set up the CDs, couple CD players. I would bring people over, like, listen, do you like hip hop music? Take a listen. I guarantee you'll like it. I'm talking about I would do 100, 150 CDs in a weekend. Easy. That's $10 a
Yeah,
pop.
super easy.
That was easy. Like selling skills was ridiculous back then. But I would tell them, yo, just come stand at the kiosk. You don't have to do anything. Just say hello.
show
Just
up.
stand there.
Nothing.
He came one time. One time.
And I remember that one time too.
So
It's crazy, man, because it's like I've always enjoyed doing the music, but I never really been like a limelight type of dude. Like I don't really like the limelight too crazy. It's like I be wanting it, but I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's crazy.
It's a drug. It's a drug that you don't need.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
The way you move is perfect for who you are.
Appreciate that.
So how did the big homie Naeem feel about you not wanting to ever come outside?
Oh man, I used to always hear from Nine. I still get messages. I still get DMs from Cat like, "Ag, you gotta do this. Ag, you gotta do this."
Right.
He know, man. He know. That's my brother, man. I love Cat, man.
I remember you selling beats for $25. I remember you selling beats.
25. Damn, I was selling beats for $25.
I remember you selling beats for $50. That was
Cats
just
missed out on that.
Yeah.
Facts.
Woo. Can you
They
imagine?
missed out on that.
Listen, but what was your first big break? Like, and how did it come about? Because with you not, I'm listening.
Well, my first little taste of the industry was with Rodney Jenkins before I was signed to Rodney Jenkins. I was signed to my man Aaron C. Wood up in New York, and he had folks that was cool with Rodney, played some of my beats, and Rodney was like, "Yo, I need 2 of these joints for an artist that he had named Fats from Harlem." And he put Freeway on. It was supposed to be the first single, but it ain't really bubble like it was supposed to. But it was my first check. It was my first taste in the industry, and I was like, "Damn,
how much?
Getting checks like this?
How much?
You said what?
How much was it?
First check was like $8,500. So to me, that was a lot of bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I can get this doing this. You know what I mean? It got my gears going. It got me going. I'm like, damn. So it's
that
money in this thing.
Is that when you bought the Ford Probe?
That's when I bought the Ford Probe and put the PS2 in that joint, bro. Hey, yo, was that an old message or was that a new message? You said I need I think I seen an old message from you, bro, when you was like, I need the old Ford Probe ad. Was that an old joint?
Them beats was going when that at that point, Agony would go in and cook
Yeah.
up. I'm talking about
Mm-hmm.
cook. That's when it wasn't it was Marshall had the studio on
Yeah.
top of Eddie Men's shop.
Okay.
And
Right.
Ag used to go
So
in
what you
there and huh?
so what you think I'm not cooking up no more?
Right. That's what I'm sitting here thinking,
I
cuz.
don't know. I haven't heard anything in a while, good brother.
Hey,
Man,
Agony, whose fault is that?
You
I
might have
can't
fell
blame
off.
you. Nah,
You might have
that's my
you know.
fault.
Nope. It's his.
Can I say one thing to you though?
What
Because
up?
we were speaking about before you came on, we were speaking about my disappointment with the artists in Harrisburg and their show sets, their performances. They don't
Right.
take it serious.
Okay.
But I'm kind of disappointed in some of the producers in Harrisburg also. You know why?
Mm.
Why?
Because y'all don't snatch these young artists up. Even if you got to sign them to your production deal,
Now we're
y'all don't
talking.
snatch them up and pour into them.
Now we're talking.
That's what they need
Now we're
to
talking.
take our
Right.
music to the next level, to create a sound, to develop a sound. We need the producers to come in and say, you know what, I'm not going to mess with everybody, but I'm going to pick out 2 or 3 of them that I believe in and
Right.
teach.
And that's to me where the
Nah, I totally
culture
agree.
is
I agree
is
with that. I mean, look at how the industry has thrived over these years. It's thrived from producers and artist relationships. It's thrived from Swiss Beats taking DMX. Or
Mhm.
well, I ain't gonna say Swiss Beats took DMX, but it was Swiss's uncle's label who
Right.
brought on DMX, and it was that sound of Swiss and DMX that put it together, or the sound of Timbaland and Missy, or you know what I mean? Like, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that producer artist relationship is super important, and it really hasn't been a lot of that in the city. Like to keep it 100, it really hasn't.
So does that
It really
mean?
hasn't.
So that means we can have a conversation later.
Oh, we could definitely have a conversation for sure.
So
Nah, without a doubt.
after that first check, you
Right.
blew the money,
Oh yeah, I blew the money quick.
ran through.
I blew the money
How,
quick.
how
Huh?
long? 2 months.
Nah, I went 2 months. At that time, I was moving, so I kind of, you know what I mean, put a couple things in the crib. Not a whole lot, that don't go that far, but I was able to get a nice little starter pack, you know what I'm saying, for the crib, and just keep it moving. But I mean, after that, fast forward to 2011, I was like on the brink of just like tossing it all away. Like it was just getting frustrating because it's like, you know what I mean, you feel like something gonna pop and then it doesn't pop, and it's just the music game is full of that, man. It's just a lot of
It's like
it's
life.
a lot of roller coastering. Yeah, it's like life,
Right.
exactly. It's
Right.
it's,
Right.
it's life. It's real. It's real. It's real. I mean, even dealing with it still to this day. But in 2011, I had got the call from my man Buzz, and he was like, "Yo, Rodney wanna holler at you." Got the call from Rodney. He was like, "Yo, how you feel about moving out to LA?" So at that time, you know what I mean? Like I was on my own. I had my bucks with me, and it's like, yeah, can I do this?
Mm-hmm.
And just everything in me said, you're gonna have to make the sacrifice. This is no different than if a person in the service gets called to war. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta lace up your boots and you gotta go do what you gotta do to provide a better future for your fam. So I was like, I gotta do this. I gotta make it happen. So my family came together and helped out, and I was able to move out to LA. And from there, the Justin Bieber joint came along, the Ariana Grande records came along, and
Mm-hmm.
before you know it, I'm back in the city. You know what I'm saying? And stuff got slow in the city.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
Now, when you
that's
say
where we
city,
at with it.
Harrisburg, New York,
Back
cause
in yeah, back in the bird.
okay, got you.
Back in the bird. I spent about a year out in LA.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
when it was time to make that decision, right?
Right. To go out.
You thought about the kids. You thought about everything. Did
Right.
everything just fall in place, or did you have to really like figure it out, develop a plan? Did everybody just say, "Oh no, no, Aggie, we got you. Go ahead," or was it?
Now it fell in place. I had a lot of support.
Okay. Okay.
I had a lot of support. Like my family was like real supportive. Like, yo, go out there and do what you gotta do, make it happen. You already know Pops was hyped for me, proud. You know what I
No
mean? So
question.
to know I had that support system definitely made it a lot easier. So yeah, I definitely had the support. But it was crazy just going out there, not knowing nobody, knowing I'm getting ready to go have a roommate. Like I ain't never had no roommate. So it's like you going to a foreign land that ain't just an hour and a half drive away, 3 hours away. Like, nah, that's you changing time zones. So that was like a whole different thing for me. But I wouldn't change it for the world. Like that was the greatest experience ever as far as being a producer. Just
Right.
living life. That was a great experience.
Quick question. You just mentioned support. Did you always
Right.
have that support, or was there resistance when you first started off with parents, maybe a girlfriend,
Um,
homies?
when I was I'm gonna say I always had support, but there was like a little, there's conflicts with everything. So
Mhm.
I know coming up when I was rapping, I ain't had no business filling up my school books with nothing but rhymes and all that. I remember my mom getting mad, taking my math book and throwing it away. Like, you ain't doing the schoolwork. Why is this book filled with raps? But that's typical parent ish. That's
Right.
the same thing. I don't know if I threw my son's book away because I do this. You know what I'm saying? But
I hope
I can I can understand
right.
I can understand where she was coming from. You know what I'm saying? And then other than that, for the most part, it was support. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember my mom copying me my keyboard when I was a young boy. I remember her buying my karaoke machine because I wanted to rap and I wanted to make tapes and all that. So I asked for the karaoke machine. I was blessed to get it for Christmas. So you know,
Got
I
you.
had the
Yeah,
support for sure.
I thought you was raised by your father, so you were
Nah,
with
I
your
moved with
mom.
my dad when I lived with my mom my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I used to just go to my pop's crib like every other weekend for the weekend.
Okay.
So I was raised by my mom and my stepfather, and then I went to live with my dad when I was like 16, going on 17,
I
because
was
me
at.
and mom's was bumping heads.
I
Yeah,
was at. Was that like a culture
but that was a
shock?
whole yeah, that was a whole different experience. You know what I'm saying? A whole different experience, bro. It was like mom's on your ass, but dad's like, all right, you gonna learn. You know what I mean? That type of vibe, that type of time. Like he'll let me fall down and he'll help me get back up. But mom's like, nah, I ain't letting you fall down type stuff. You know what I mean? So
Gotcha.
it was definitely different. Plus I was in a little bit more different part of the city. You know what I'm saying? So I went from Rudy Road, you know what I'm saying, where it was a little bit more slower to smack dead off of Kittatinny, you know what I'm saying? Like smack dead in the alleyway. So it was like a whole different yeah, it was a
Vibe.
whole different vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
So you moved with your pops at around the age 16, 15, you said?
Yeah, 16 going on 17. Because I went
Okay.
to McDevitt for 2 years and I was cutting up in school and my mom was like, all right, well, you going up to the high. And I'm like, she acting like it's a punishment. I'm like, that's what's up.
Why did I do this earlier? Wait, that's what I should do.
Yeah, for real. For real. So from there, when I moved with my dad, I was going to the high. That's when I got real cool with Cat. You know what I mean? Me and Cat used to catch the same bus over there at the Spanish speaking center.
Mm.
So there's a lot going on over there. I think that's called the all nighter, the nighter boys. That's what they call them over there.
Yeah, around that area. Yep.
It's a
Right
lot.
over
It's
there.
a lot. It's a lot going on right there in that area.
Yeah, it's
It's
a hot spot.
yeah. How did you stay away from all those draws? How did you focus on school and music and not want to be a dope boy, not want to pick up a pistol, not want to do all the crazy things that these children think they have to do? What made Agony?
Well,
What
for
kept
me,
Agony out of the way?
well, for one, my dad was a sergeant CO at the
Kid.
at the Camp Hill prison. So so I
I
knew
was gonna say,
I knew I knew I knew my my limits and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, obviously being in that area, you get into a couple things. You know what I'm saying? But I never got too crazy into anything to the point where it was like sucked me in or like took over my life or like took me to that level. I was able to keep my keep my sanity and keep things clean and all that type of good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad definitely made sure that I ain't falling into nothing too crazy. So and then not only that, you know what I mean, people seen what I was doing with the music. So lots of times it was like, you know what I mean, like the D boys would come to me and get music and it's like, yo, Ag, you know what I mean? Like if you need something, holler at me, you know what I mean? Like they wanted me. It was almost like the homie from the
Hmm.
hood seeing a young boy coming up playing sports. It's like, yo, nah, you ain't this ain't for you, you know what I mean? Stay out of this. If you need something, holler at me.
One thing I say about you though, you never been a follower. You always move to your own beat. So yeah,
Try to stay that way, bro.
I can see it was probably easy for you to stay out of the way.
How hard is that
For sure.
with maneuvering in the industry? There's so many different stories, so many different tales, smoke and mirrors, etc. Having your own
Hmm.
individuality, do you feel that's slowed up your progress, sped up your progress? Are you right where you're supposed to be? You feel what I'm saying? Like how has Aganee's persona surviving in the industry? Um,
I don't think it's I don't think anything has slowed me up, so to say. It's like I feel like everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
fact.
So I'm a true believer in what's gonna happen is gonna happen, and your story is already written long before you got on this earth. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I feel like I'm just playing my role, and I'm in this movie, and I'm in the movie for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? So I know good things are coming. Even better than before. So I think moving the way I move, sometimes it could be a good and a bad thing. Bad thing in the sense of in the industry there are a lot of like yes men and a whole lot of people that want you to lick boots and all that type of stuff, and that ain't never really been my style. You know what I'm saying? So if I gotta take the longer route and not go that route and take
Integrity.
my own way and just a little slower pace, then that's what I do, and that's what I've been doing. You know what I'm
Facts. Facts. Facts.
As far as business, right?
saying? Hmm.
Everybody know you got to go hard. Everybody know you got to outwork everybody else. But as far as business, can you just to somebody that's a young man, young woman who wants to be a producer, what are the things they need to make sure are right coming into this game?
um well, the biggest thing I could always suggest is, for one, you want to have a lawyer for sure. Like when you're getting to that point where people are talking about agreements and contracts and that type of stuff, you definitely want to have lawyers and people in your corner that you trust. But like from a just coming into this game standpoint, my biggest advice I could give somebody is just to stay true to yourself. Don't try to be like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a million people that's trying to be like the top producers that's out right now. Everybody wants to sound like this, sound like that. Oh, I need to make beats that sound like it fit this guy. That's not always the route to go. You know what I'm saying? If you can create a sound for yourself, or like I said, get you a artist and develop a sound with that artist, that's the best way to go about it. Just be original and be you. Don't try to be nobody else. And don't sign nothing too early.
Hmm.
I would highly suggest that. You know what I'm saying? It's like me, I signed my stuff early,
How
and I
important is publishing?
wish it's like publishing is everything, bro. Because like to this day, I'm gonna get checks for the rest of my life for the records that I produce. You know what I'm saying? And when I go on, my kids and my wife will get that. You know what I'm saying? Or the next generation, whatever. Like that's mine forever. That's like you leaving your stamp, your legacy in the game. Nobody can take your credits from you. Nobody can take your pub from you unless you sell it, of course. But publishing is everything, bro. I would say hold on to your publishing as long as you can. Get as many records under your belt as you can because it makes your price go up. You know what I'm saying? What Fat Joe say, yesterday's price is not today's price. That's real. That's
Yes,
real.
sir. Yes, sir.
You say you get one hit single and the publishing company start hitting you up. And they say, oh yeah, I want to sign you to a pub deal. We'll give you $350,000 for X amount of records. Blah blah blah. And you sign that, you could have held off on that because once you get that one single, people checking for you. They like, oh man, I need a record like this. I need a record like that. Now you got five big singles. That's when the companies holler at you and say, yo, I got 5 mil for you. And the conversation gets different. It goes from being able to buy a crib to being able to buy the neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the difference, and that's what I've learned in the industry. You know what I'm saying? So
But
with me personally, I'm out of my pub deal now. Um, so my biggest thing is to get records under my belt to generate to go on and get the bigger bag. You feel me? That's where I'm at with it right now.
If I could ask you this, and it kind of ties into
Yeah.
Corey and I were discussing earlier in regards to,
Mhm.
artists doing certain things, being prepared, not being prepared. As a music producer, do you feel as though there aren't enough music producers taking a chance, creating their own sound? Um, and is that how has it affected you feel me the music industry just in general? Because when it wasn't SoundCloud, I forget what the platform was where music producers could just make beats and they can literally sell them. And this was in 2000 and this is 10 years ago. They were selling them at the same price you were selling them, $25. You know what I mean? To just
Right.
try to generate bread. But they were like an artist would hit a music producer and be like, "Yo, I want to sound like this," and they will cook it up, sell it. But
Right.
like, how has that affected the sound and the culture of rap music in general?
Um, I feel like there's good and bad sides to that. I feel like for one, the internet has been an amazing tool for all artists alike, no matter what kind of art you do, whether you paint, draw, whatever you do, now you can share with the world way quicker than what you could years ago. You know what I'm saying? So as far as for the producer, I feel like it's been good and bad. It's good in the sense that, if people want to just take it as like a job and you just want to make money and make beats for people, that's cool. But as far as like really producing, I feel like producing a record, I feel
Mhm.
like it's bad. Like I don't feel like I don't really feel like that's the wave. I don't know if I'm answering your question correctly.
Nah, listen,
Am
you're
I am
answering
I am I answering
it. Yeah, you're answering it. So I mean, well, so
okay.
if I'm hearing it
Yeah, I just
correctly, you're saying it's more like it's kind of suffering. Is that safe to
yeah, it
say?
is. It def it definitely is. And especially like now there's like so many producers out here. I'm gonna call them beat makers, you know what I'm saying? That's not really producing. Like they're taking a bunch of loops and
Or
stuff
making
like
beats?
that and just putting it all together. Like to me that's not producing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool to use loops sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not knocking it because there are a lot of dope like websites that provide royalty free loops and stuff like that, and it's no different than sampling a record. But I feel like cats are getting lazy with it. Like they not even like you don't even have to think no more. You just slap a couple things together, drum loops in a melody loop, and you calling it your beat. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just I don't know. Like I'm
Plug
from the
and
era
play.
where you had to do everything from the muscle. You know what
Right,
I'm
right,
saying? Yeah,
right.
a lot of plug and play. I'm from the era where you had to have a keyboard and you had to have an MPC and you had to have a sound library and you had to have I mean it was just it's different. It's real different
But all of that was fun to you. You really enjoyed that process. You loved looking for sounds. You
for
loved
sure.
digging
Great
through
digging.
crates. A lot of people don't understand that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I used to get on the trains and
That's
travel to
true.
Beach Street to go get the new tapes and hour long ride or whatever I had to do. And these kids don't understand it. They just go to their
Hmm.
phone, download it, load it, or stream it. So they lose the love.
Yeah.
They don't love it as much as some of us do. They like it, but what I
Right.
realize is a lot of people love the lifestyle more than the art. They want to be a rapper because of
Mm.
what comes with that. They really don't understand.
What comes
They
with it?
don't love the making
Or
of
what they
what they think it
yeah,
comes with.
or what they think comes with it.
Right.
They in love with the image of it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the image that we seeing nowadays in rap is very unrealistic.
Hmm.
It's super unrealistic. It's
Everything's
it's a
fake.
facade. It's fake.
Yeah. Everything you see
Yeah.
on the television screen is
I-
fake.
It's too much. Yeah. Nah. You ain't never lie, bro. It's too much like glorification of just negativity. Like I ain't. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to preach or nothing, but it's a
I
fact.
am.
Like it's really nothing. It's like where's the positivity? And I, you know what I mean? Like I ain't trying to sound like an old fart. You know what I'm saying? But
Where's the
that's
substance?
real. Like where's the positivity? Yeah, exactly. Everything is trap this, trap that. Like Bro, we done seen that a billion times already. Literally a
Jeez.
trillion times.
Say it again.
A trillion.
And I'm not
It's
knocking it.
crazy. Like I'm waiting for something new.
No,
Nah. But
the
that's why
reason
I
why
prefer to listen. You know, I love J. Cole. Like I love that real hip hop. Like give me something good I can listen to and enjoy. That's just like there's certain songs I don't even want to listen to in front of my kids on some real stuff. It's like, man, it's crazy.
the reason why I'm not knocking it is because coming from the trap, that's a story in itself. I'm not knocking that. I'm just knocking the recycledness of it and it not being told in a creative way. You know what I mean? That's
The
what
unoriginality of it.
frustrates me. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
but you can knock it though.
When I was younger, it was the worst thing in the world you can do is copy off of somebody. That's the worst thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about down to sneakers, clothes, cars. If you got a caddy, I didn't want a caddy. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got especially got it first. The thing was to have it first, to have the new song first, to have the new sweatsuit first, all of those things. But
Right.
after somebody got it, we was on to something else because he got that. That's his style, or that's what he or she is doing. Now is everybody's doing the
Right.
same thing. Everybody's sounding the same. Everybody's moving the same. I'm waiting for the next DMX, the next grimy, gritty, dirty, pissy, smelly artist that come out and speak about that and gives that energy. They're gonna kill him because if you pay attention,
Yeah.
it's that time when DMX dropped off of shiny suits. Everything was pretty, everything was flashy. X dropped, and he gave that
Right.
that other side of the spectrum a voice. It's the same thing now. Everybody's winning. Nobody's speaking about a loss
Well, you know what?
or a tie.
Nah, but no. If I could interject real quick, now we call that people are running away from that. Like fans are actually clowning artists that are actually being vulnerable, and they're calling it depression music.
But it's cool. It's gonna be like that for a minute. It's not just gonna put when they first heard DMX, it was, oh, what's that? Until somebody with influence said that's hot. That's just I'm a hustler. I think I can make anything hot. I think I can sell anything to anybody. I can change the narrative anytime I want to if I really put my mind to it. If I want to tell everybody Agony's the
Right.
greatest producer ever, I'm gonna make people feel like, wow, Agony's the greatest producer ever. I wouldn't be too far off by saying that because he's definitely dope, but there's other people that might
Come on, man.
disagree. But it, it's all
Right.
marketing. You always gonna have somebody that's gonna challenge your words or say, nah, that's not hot. It's just a matter of opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But if you
Definitely.
I guarantee it's a whole lot of people that music is helping though.
Oh yeah, no question.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not I'm
And
not even agreeing with the people saying the buffoonery because you need to balance. You need to tell that real story.
I'm not worried about what people say is what it does for me. I wish I can hear and see less singing and harmonizing and more spitting. Of course, everybody loving Griselda. I have to tell the truth. I just start listening to Freddie Gibbs a week ago.
A week ago.
A week ago.
Oh, you're bugging.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You late.
We're supposed to believe anything.
You super late.
But my favorite rappers right now is Freddie Gibbs and Ransom. Ransom is whoo.
Mm.
If you haven't been paying attention, Ransom is on fire right now for the last couple of years. So I advise y'all to go check him out if y'all don't already know who he is. Who you listening to, Ag?
A little bit of everything, man. Definitely a big fan of J. Cole, man. That new J. Cole, I don't know if you heard that J. Cole and Wale record.
I
Poke
haven't
that
heard.
out.
Yeah, I'll
They
wait.
get out that joint. Crazy.
I let everybody go through the motions.
Crazy.
J. Cole's my top 3 favorite
Yeah.
rappers of all time, and I'm not just saying that because
Yes, you are.
Word.
not.
Yes, you are.
I can nope. But anyway, this is about
He
Agony.
said, "Yes, you are." You know my favorite all time, bro. We ain't gotta have that discussion, bro.
Chubb Rock.
BK's finest.
Chubb Rock.
Yeah, Chubb Rock.
B.I.G.'s the greatest.
Greatest to ever do it. B.I.G.
B.I.G.'s the
In
greatest.
my eyes, baby, all day.
All right, you wasn't tuned in earlier when we first started the show, but a couple of weeks ago,
Right.
I was having a hard time staying awake because of COVID. What COVID did to my body, and I started taking what is called cola nut. It's a natural stimulant from.
Okay.
Check it out. If you ever have problems sleeping or just need some energy, check out the cola nut. This guy over here been clowning me. I guarantee
Oh my God.
he gonna come on the show in a matter of weeks and say, "Yo, I took a cola nut. It's great."
I never
guarantee it.
Corey is the biggest like
cola nut.
When
A cola nut.
Coca-Cola first started, it was
Right.
cocaine and cola nut. They dropped the cola nut. I mean, they dropped the cocaine.
I would hope so.
They dropped the cocaine.
I'm about to say, damn, straight coke.
Okay.
It's a natural stimulant. It gives you energy. It helps put lead in your pencil if you needed to.
And that's why I was laughing because he just has like a 15-month-old now.
15.
I don't know. I mean,
God
so
damn.
how old is she?
9 months.
Oh, that's it.
Yes.
Oh, my
Good
bad.
Lord.
That's why I was laughing. 'Cause I'm
Big
like,
whopper, still swinging.
stimulant. You need help with that? You just had a whole. That's why I was laughing.
Nah, my brother Corey never needed no help with that.
Ever. my grandfather's name is J.T. Rogers. If you only knew, I never need help with that. But it definitely works. But the funny thing is, Meek Mills spoke about it the other day. I said it was helping him with his stomach issues. But check it out, definitely. We have to
Hey, I'm gonna
thank
look
you.
it up.
We have to thank you for coming on because I know you don't do this for too many people.
Facts.
So I feel special as shit right now. I feel important.
That's because you are, bro.
I
Y'all are,
feel-
man. I rock with y'all the long way, man. Anytime y'all want me on, man, let
Listen,
me know.
Agony fools with, I have to say, me. This is how I know he fools with me and Tio, the same boy you clowned the last show. When we first met Ag in 2000, I want to say that was like 2008, 2009. Or
Right.
maybe anywhere between 2007 and 2009. Agony came to Tio's crib. We went in the trailer and he gave us the MPC that Red Spider gave him. Red Spider was the producer's name, right? You may have forgot.
Yeah, Red Spider, yup.
I didn't forget that moment. Corey, I never shared that. So, you know what I mean? I know that when Corey told me you was coming, I was excited because I don't see you on platforms enough. You dig what I'm saying? Which is why I'm like, once every 3 years, I see you outside and are always showing someone else love. So, thank you for allowing us to show you love. And my fault if I stole that from you, but I mean, I had to show some love.
You're my brother. You
I
couldn't
appreciate
steal
it.
what
I
I got.
appreciate
You
it, bro.
got.
Definitely.
Just make yourself available a little more, good brother, if you don't mind. I know you're busy. Got a life to live.
For sure.
But we need you. Honestly.
That's an easy debatable decision, man.
Honestly.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all for real.
Thank you, good brother.
For real.